Viktor Gyökeres to Manchester United is getting lit 100%. If you've been following Mick Ruby from Mufc Realist TV, the Transfer Bomber and the Done Deal Show, and my tweets, you've probably seen that I was way before time to say the personal terms are now agreed. Now, multiple sources are now coming out yesterday to say there is direct club-to-club negotiations between all parties to understand the release clause. Will this be happening very soon? Well, stick around and find out. We're going to also talk about Viktor Gyökeres, the potential Al-Hilal, and many other players, and the goalkeeper situation, plus many, many more, plus a secret midfielder. Guys, this is Mick Ruby, Mufc Realist TV, the Done Deal Show, and the Transfer Bomber. Please do me a massive favor, like and subscribe. And let's ride this transfer bullet. Let's go. Send it.
And Garnacho!
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Will you be in the dugouts at Old Trafford on Sunday? I will be here. Definitely.
Okay, let's go.
Good morning, people, on this day of recording, 9th of June, and the transfer window is open one more day before we have the club championship. Bueno to Manchester United are everyone is kind of waiting for. Here we go. I don't believe there's going to be any problem, but the one that everyone is tuning in for is Viktor Gyökeres. Is it a one-horse race? Well, yes, it might look like so, because no other club has been accepted. Only Manchester United. We've been reporting this on this channel and on my Twitter timeline. You can go and check it out by yourself. However, I reported this the other day, just in being told that Viktor Gyökeres agrees personal terms behind closed doors. Garnacho will fund the deal. Well, Garnacho seems to be going away very, very soon, so this will be the one to watch. The deal is almost likely to happen after July 1st. Man United have multiple talks with Sporting and player, and this is what's happening at the moment. Now, just to confirm also, take it from the beacon of the transfers, like Mick Ruby is just a small fish with agency contacts, speaking directly to the agents, and we do get snippets. However, we tend to share as well. Like, I want to also bring to this stage, give credits also to another person that's called Marco Alcaraz. He's been quite accurate and is getting the same information as per me as well. So let's bring Marco to this stage and see what he has to say. So that is pretty much confirming my story as well, that understand that Manchester United have directly informed an existing agreement between Viktor Gyökeres plus Sporting Lisbon via player's agent today, which has allowed him to be sold for 55 million. There's a gentleman's agreement in place between the player and Sporting. This was reporting 11 hours ago. Well, we all know that there was a release clause set for a specific club, and we all know that there is a gentleman's agreement. And I've been saying that for quite a while, that there is always a sort of feeling that Viktor Gyökeres will pick Ruben Amorim, and Ruben Amorim has been speaking directly to him as well. So now we see that Manchester United are now trying to have a direct club-to-club negotiation since the personal terms is agreed. There is a specific release clause set on £55 million, but potentially Manchester United will pay a little bit more extra over the odds to get that over in 3 to 4 installments amortization payment. Personal terms, what I've been told, could lead up to 300k per week, British pounds, plus bonuses add-on. And this is something that Manchester United can afford, since they're offloading a lot of high wage bill earners at the moment. But spinning further down the track as well, what Marco was saying as well, like, let's see what he was saying. Yes, as well, Marco was definitely also reporting yesterday what I was saying, that breaking, Manchester United have made now direct contact with Sporting regarding Viktor Gyökeres. Club-to-club talks to continue over the next days or weeks. Whew. So this is the bombas. This is the daily bombas. This is what we are. This is what you're going to be expect to hear from me. I'm looking to post about 1 to 2 videos today and do 3 live shows, because this is the transfer window and this is going to heat up potentially very high. Marco Alcaraz is saying that Manchester United have now made direct contact with Sporting regarding Viktor Gyökeres. Club-to-club talks continue over the next coming days and weeks. So keep your eyes on the price. I've been saying that for quite a while. Look at the picture, negotiations. Wow. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. But let's go to the beacon of all the mother of the all transfers. Fabrizio Romano. Listen, Fabrizio Romano has also come out yesterday with a live report. When Fabrizio speaks, then everyone listens, rather than me and Marco and Transfer Dan and the remaining small fish. Manchester United have in further contacts with all parties involved in the Viktor Gyökeres deal this week to understand how the situation is developing. Let's repeat what Fabrizio Romano is kind of saying what we are saying in a way, but in another word, Manchester United have been in further contact with all parties involved in the Viktor Gyökeres deal this week to understand how the situation is developing. Think about that. Personal terms, no problem. Now, since the player agrees personal terms, then the club simply just goes and try to negotiate with Sporting. Man United have a great relationship with Sporting already, with the Ruben Amorim situation as well. We know that Ruben is pushing very hard. Ruben is speaking behind the scenes to Viktor directly as well. So this, for me, on a hotometer, is now going up to 80%. But it all comes down to Manchester United. The ball is in the court. They need to sell players in order to fund this. However, do they really need to do that? In terms of the Bueno deal, in terms of Matthias Cunha deal, these are deals that are in installments. Meaning if Manchester United have £140 million to pay before sales, that means that you pay the first installment for Cunha, 20 million. Second installment for Bueno, another 20 million. That means that you spend 40 million registered on the PSR books this season. That means that you still have 100 million. So you haven't really blown the budget. This could be done before July 1st. But I think that Manchester United are cautious, horses for courses. I think they are definitely gonna trigger this in a way and announce it as of the 1st of July. Maybe earlier, nobody really knows. But let me know your thoughts and feelings. Manchester United for Viktor Gyökeres is kind of heating up. What is your hotometer? Would you place it on 80? Or are you still, I don't know, because a lot of noise is coming out from the big guns as well, right? When Fabrizio Romano is saying, Marco Alcatraz, I've been saying it, Transfer Dan, many others. I mean, we've been way over ahead of time, but the beacon of transfer, Fabrizio Romano, is kind of confirming it. And that is music to my ears. So what is your bomba? What is your hotometer scale? I put this deal now on 80% as club-to-club negotiations is undergoing right now this week. And another story as well, which I want to bring to the stage, is Al-Hilarious. We're talking about Al-Hilal as well. Al-Hilal. I call them Al-Hilarious this morning. Have a little bit of a joke because there was some reports that, Al-Hilal is now being snubbed by Viktor Osimhen and they're turning the targets to Gyökeres. Also, Jadon Sancho and also Son from Spurs. This sounds a little bit desperate, and that's why I call it Al-Hilarious. It's like a little bit like that, cartoon, The Ugly Duckling, this story. Like nobody really wants the ugly duckling. And it reeks a little bit of desperation because Al-Hilal are in the World Cup Club Championship and they just want to get players to get them to impress. And nobody really wants to be part of the project. Viktor Osimhen rejected the mega move. And what's wrong with that? 70 million. Oof, it's a lot of money. But why did he reject? There must be a sort of a red herring, something stinking behind that. So excuse me for laughing, but I call it a little bit of Al-Hilarious, without any respect. But, money will not always solve your problem. You can throw money on the players, but players wants to come to the club. And in this instance, Viktor Gyökeres he wants to play for Ruben Amorim. He wants to play for Manchester United. But I wouldn't mind, Jadon Sancho to be going to Al-Hilal in Saudi because, hey, Jadon Sancho's career, I don't know if it can be revived, but definitely his bank account can be revived if we're going to be real. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and feelings. This is the transfer bombast what we have today. Oh, yes, and I forgot. After the striker situation, I've been told also that Manchester United are going to attack the midfield. And there was some whispers and rumors that's been brewing for quite a while. We're talking about Bayern Munich. We're talking about Palinha. Jao Palinha. He is not really happy at Bayern Munich. He's not getting games. And Manchester United have a chance to potentially buy him for 25 million. Would you do that deal? Keep your eyes on that one. I think that one will be brewing up quite well, because Manchester United are looking at Edison. They're looking at Wharton as well, but Wharton is a little bit more too expensive. But they're also looking at a Premier League proven like Palinha, ex-Fulham player. Would you do that deal for 25 million? Anyway, let me know in the comment section below. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and be used to this. The Transfer Bomber is going to come to you daily in daily videos, potentially 2 videos a day, just to running up what's going on. And we do 3 live shows, bringing on some extra panel like experts and transfer gurus in the market. Thank you for watching. It's been Mick Ruby from Mufc Realist TV. Do not forget to what? And I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. See you to the next one. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Ciao.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.
Al-Hilarious. Oh my God.